So my mission today is to prove to the Career Mode Nation that I'm actually a good manager when it comes to career mode.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Everybody said, yo, Skills, you took too easy of a job. Real Madrid, that's easy peasy. You're always going to win that league. And yeah, with my starting 11 and us being in first place around November or something like that, it is pretty easy. We're chilling. We're dominating the Champions League. We're dominating the league. And a lot of people like, that's too easy of a job. Not interested. Why are you taking over a team that's won Champions League like a million times? That's stupid. And honestly, I was just trying to have a little bit of fun and buy a bunch of young players and make Real Madrid into a really, really young, amazing team. But with that being said, you're trying to challenge me. I see what you're doing there, Career Mode Nation. I love to see it. You want me to take on a challenge. Okay, so in the comments down below, let me know what's the most challenging career mode out there. But I have a challenge that I looked at and I actually might take. Like I told you guys, we are in November. The teams that want me right now is Real Betis, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City. Man City in 5th, Liverpool in 1st, and well, we have Chelsea all the way down in 7th place. Timo Werner, they don't want him. Lukaku, they don't want him. Rudiger plays for Madrid. I actually bought Reece James with Madrid, so he's not there. This job is a disaster. Honestly, when I look at this job, I think to myself, oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. But with me,
today, Junior?
With the manager that I believe I am, with the confidence I have, I believe I could go into Chelsea right now and fix this team, get them into the top 3, win the Champions League, and get the job done. So without further ado, everyone keeps challenging me. Everyone keeps saying I can't do it. Everyone keeps saying I won't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take on the hardest challenge yet. So here's the deal. Chelsea wants me. You guys want me to take a hard job. I'm accepting this bad boy. Real Madrid, thank you for everything, man. Thank you for the opportunity to have you in first place. I'm going to be leaving Real Madrid mid-season and heading back to the Premier League, where I will take on one of the hardest challenges since the Arsenal career mode. Now, as you know, I fully rebuilt Arsenal beautifully. I mean, absolutely beautiful. We got them to win a Champions League. We did great things with Arsenal. Well, now I'm back in London, and this time it's with the Blues. And this time, the task is a little bit more difficult because as it stands, oh, they got me into 3rd place. Not bad. So Chelsea at the moment have me into 3rd place, and I'm 4 points behind Manchester United, 3 points behind Liverpool, and hopefully we have some games against the big teams coming up, and we do. Manchester United is the next team on the schedule. Now listen, there's not a lot I can do right now because my team is what it is, and I can't really use the market because the market is actually officially closed right now. But what I can to start to do is implement my new tactics, implement my new formation, and start to sell players ASAP. So let's take a look at that. What's most important is let's see who's had a most appearances. Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Kante, Jorginho, Timo Werner, Lukaku. Lukaku has 9 goals in 20. That's not good enough. Timo Werner's actually scoring, but in real life, I heard they want to get rid of him. Doesn't mean we are going to do that. We also have Mason Mount with 2 assists. He needs to step it up just a little bit. We need defenders. We need a lot to happen. Wow, this is going to be a difficult job. As you know, this man left to Barcelona, so he's going to be the first one to hit the list. Also, this man left to Inter, so we can add him to the loan list, but we can't officially sell him because it's his first season there. Maybe we'll be able to in January. We'll have to take a look at that. I'm also going to, I don't want to add Timo Werner up just yet. Thiago Silva's fine. Azpilicueta's on the verge of maybe leaving, maybe staying. I'm not sure what's going on with him in real life. I think he ended up staying, but I'm not 100% sure. Havertz, I love him. Carvajal is officially at Chelsea because for the Reece James deal, we gave Carvajal. I forgot about that. That's a W. Ziyech, I'm not really sure what they're going to do with Ziyech yet. I don't know if they're selling him or keeping him. That one is another one that I kind of don't really understand yet. Batman, I know, is officially there. They have Sule. Okay, wow. They actually brought in a very nice center back. You love to see it. So they made a few moves that I actually approve of. And I'm actually not too mad at this lineup that we got going on. But one thing I will tell you is I am not, and I repeat, I am not playing in a 5-back formation. Oh, they brought in Guedes. Very nice signing for Chelsea as well. Guedes is a very nice signing. Let's take a look at how I could play them. Crazy that this team brings in Guedes and Sule and Carvajal and don't use any of them. That one to me is a little bit strange. As you guys can see, he's not even, where is the big German? Look at this. The big German man is all the way down here. Just nah, bro. EA, come on, man. Sort it out. Probably going to end up letting Kepa go as well. Our starting center backs, well, let me show you the formation. All right, guys. So the formation I feel is best suited for Chelsea is going to be a 4-2-3-1. Timo Werner up top with Ziyech, Havertz, Mason Mount, right? That kind of feels good to me. Then you guys, Jorginho, Kante playing the defensive mid roles. And your back line is Sule, Thiago Silva, Carvajal, and Chilwell. Now, here's the problem, man. I look at this Chelsea team and I think to myself, my goodness gracious, they don't really have a lot of depth. I mean, they really don't. We got Guedes, who they just recently brought in, which is a W signing if you ask me. He could actually go to the striker position if we want that. We have that boy Christian Pulisic, but we don't really run wingers at the moment, so we got to figure that situation out. We also have Azpilicueta, who's just completely old. Alonso, who's starting to get up there in age as well, 30 years old. Sule, who's on loan. Chelsea is a team that has done really well in Champions League recently, but when I really look at their team, I just don't see a lot of depth. I don't really see a lot of help outside of the good starting 11 that they do have. So we need to find a way to make this team stronger, not just in the sense of the starting 11, but also find a way to pick up a great back line. I mean, a great backup. So with that being said, we're going to need a lot of players to leave. We're going to need a ton of players to leave because this is not good enough. Now, one thing we must do right now is pick up Koulibaly because this happened in real life. So this must happen in our simulation as well. Koulibaly is an unbelievable center back out of Napoli. He's a center back that is, in my opinion, very good, and I thought he would have left Napoli way earlier. He didn't leave earlier in his career. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm gonna try to snatch him up in the 70s. I know this is gonna be pretty hard to do, but what we can do also to make the deal even better is offer one of the center backs that potentially could be leaving already. For example, I want to sell him, but Azpilicueta is somebody that I wouldn't mind to offer on this deal here. So if I could offer maybe 50 million plus Azpilicueta, maybe tell a sell-on clause to make it even look a little bit better. How do they feel about it? They want 61 plus Azpilicueta. Honestly, I'm already feeling this deal lovely. I go to 58 to see if they actually take the bait. They do. Ladies and gentlemen, Koulibaly is going to be coming in for 58 plus Azpilicueta. It might be a good deal. It might be a bad deal. At the end of the day, I feel like this deal, Azpilicueta is getting old. Again, he's a Chelsea legend, a Chelsea icon. But they don't know what's happening with him in real life. I heard speculations he could go to Barcelona. I heard this, I heard that. Might as well go ahead and let him go to bring in Koulibaly for cheaper. His wages, I'm going to offer him 130 and give him a little sign-on bonus so he doesn't freak out. I got 79. He wants bonuses. I hate when they do the bonuses, man. We don't need bonuses. What you need I mean, I know you want a bonus, obviously, but like, we don't need that, right? You know what I'm saying, bro? Okay. All right, so we land Koulibaly just like they did in real life. They weren't able to land Conde as he went to Barcelona, but we do land Koulibaly. He will be here in January, which we are right now in November, so we are still very far away from making that move happen. So I kind of been playing around with formations a little bit more, and I'm seeing this formation here with Pulisic, Havertz, Mason Mount, Ziyech, and Timo Werner. It's a 4-5-1, but with a defensive mid, so Conte is happy. Guedes could then go out to the wing as he could play left mid or not. I'm trying to find a way to get Pulisic into the 11, bro. I'm trying to find a way to maybe utilize someone like Pulisic, who's a young player. Now, for this to happen, that would mean that Jorginho would have to unfortunately hit the bench, which that is something that I kind of didn't want to take place because I personally like Jorginho, but maybe it's time for Jorginho to leave. Conte is a center mid or a defensive mid, so we could pull him up and have, it's crazy. Having Jorginho on the bench is just something that I don't really feel comfortable doing. Havertz, Mason Mount, Ziyech, Pulisic. I think our weakest thing right now is our left backs and our right backs and our left mids and our right mids. I think that's something we really need to focus in on and get that right. And also I think they need a striker, someone they can really lean on. So in the back, the signing of Sule for me was a great move. Also bringing in Koulibaly is a great move. But now Timo Werner, Lukaku, two guys that we could potentially sell to bring in a different striker. I think that's a good move. Guedes can be the backup to that striker. I think that's a good move. Finding a left mid and a right mid, that could be very important. And maybe finding someone for the boy Carvajal who's up there in age could be important as well. We got to find a way to win this league, and I got to see what we have done in the Champions League. That's important. In the Champions League, we are one game away from being eliminated. Now, if we can win our last game and the team in second can lose, that would leave us, ladies and gentlemen, making it out the group. Now, here's the problem. Chelsea doesn't play the team in second. We play the team in fourth, so we should win that game. But we then need Juve to win their game for us to advance. Otherwise, things become very complicated here at Chelsea. Like I said, the job wasn't going the best for this club. We stepped in to try to make this go better. We're playing the first place team in a must-win game against Manchester United. You guys know Cristiano Ronaldo is not there because we bought Ronaldo when we were at Barcelona, at Real Madrid. On the bench, I want to quickly see what I got going on and what I can do with this team. I don't really see much. We don't have much backups at Cam. Honestly, man, this is not a good situation. Even running this formation that I'm in right now might not be the smartest thing. Maybe going into a 4-4-2 is smarter. Mason Mount and Havertz, and then have pairs, right? Mason Mount with Jorginho, Havertz with Kanté, and rotate those. We don't have backup left mids. We don't have backup right mids. This team is not in the best spot. Let me see what a 4-4-2 would look like. So a 4-4-2 becomes a little bit complicated. We'd have to move Kanté to a center mid, but he can play there. Havertz would have to, like, this is the thing. Everybody wants to play Cam. Nobody wants to play center mid. It becomes complicated. I could start Timo Werner and Lukaku for this game until I sell both of them. It just becomes complicated, man, because these guys don't want to play, you know, the regular center mid. They want to play Cams. Obviously, we can move them. Not that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, it's kind of annoying. I don't really see a formation that's better suited for us. Maybe a 4-3-2-1, but again, just straight up people not wanting to play certain positions. Once again, it becomes very complicated. One thing I can say, this is a very, very strong team when you have Kanté, Jorginho, Havertz, Timo Werner, and Lukaku. This all of a sudden becomes, I guess we could run the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow now that I think about it. That would actually be disgusting because we have Kanté, Jorginho, Soule, Havertz. Geez, that becomes very strong. For this upcoming game, this is exactly what I'm gonna run. It does become hecka strong against a team like Manchester United. We're trying to win the game, so we want to be aggressive. We want to stop the middle of the field, and we want to attack as much as possible. This looks absolutely insane. Tactics, we're gonna press on possession loss. We are not gonna do slow build. We're gonna do fast build up, and we're gonna be straight to the point, man. So with that being said, boys, we're gonna have to take control of this Chelsea team to try and beat Manchester United to get us back in the league. This pretty much at this point is a must-win game. We're 4 points behind. I know it's early in the season, but we're 4 points behind. We need to catch. We need to make sure that we catch Manchester United. So a win today is a must. Let me show you their lineup. So they have Cavani, Sancho, Ilanga, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, mixed sauce, Varane. It's just their regular team. It's their team from this year without Cristiano, pretty much. That's our team. So without further ado, let's get into the action, man. It's going to be very, very complicated. I'm going to lower the time in the game a little bit to make it even harder. That way, if they score, I don't have much time to adapt. 4-minute halves, Manchester United v Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, must-win game. My first game as a manager. Let's see if we get the job done. Let's go. My boy Timo Werner looks to be making a good run. With Havertz, I now send it out to Carvajal. Carvajal ball rolls and slows down. Havertz looks up the field, and oh my goodness, Havertz let that roll by. We should have scored. Get there. Mendy, rebound, Sancho scores. It's a very unlucky goal. It's a very unlucky goal to suffer. We've had chances on the counterattack. I will tell you one thing, Manchester United has put a lot of pressure on us. Pogba found a beautiful pass into Cavani. Nice little knockdown there, and a great finish from my boy Sancho. I'm a little bit sad. I'm not going to hold you. I really, really, really wish that wouldn't have taken place because we've played well. But there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time still. We just got to get it together, start playing better. Here's Timo Werner. I could go over the top to Lukaku, and that one doesn't get through. Another breakaway here for Sancho with a lot of space in front of him. Thiago Silva defends it nicely with Kanté. Can we finally break through? Can we find a place, a way? Oh, run it forward. Chilwell with a ball roll. Harry Maguire covering. Bring it all the way down to Lukaku. Shoots, misses the first one, gets the rebound, and goes straight to the keeper. Henderson makes the save. We had a massive opportunity again. Lukaku needs to finish that, and he doesn't do it. Oh my goodness, Timo Werner down the middle. Timo with a chance. Lays it off to Lukaku. Stamford Bridge can celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. Lukaku on the counterattack. We abuse the speed of Timo Werner. And what if a manager came to Chelsea and actually played 2 striker set? What if someone came and actually put a formation around Lukaku to make Lukaku a stud? What would have happened? Now, Chelsea's manager IRL is great, fantastic, one of the best in the Premier League. He's up there for sure. But should the formation have been more suited for Lukaku? Because Lukaku is one of the better strikers in the world, in world football. Number 9s are hard to find. Should he have done something to make Lukaku more comfortable? I don't know. I'll let you guys figure that one out, but I might make Lukaku more comfortable, that's for sure. So we got one more chance right before halftime. It's little Conte on it. I'm gonna whip this one to the back post when Thiago Silva is ready for it. Thiago climbs, can't get there, corner, penalty, nothing. Ref doesn't blow the whistle, he does. Halftime, 1-1. After the first 45 minutes of the season with Chelsea, I can see that we do need stuff. I don't like Soleil so much. I think to myself, man, I would love to even have Paul Pogba at this team, to be 100% honest with you. I'm bringing in Mason Mount to play a little bit more, giving us more of an attacking option. If we did stay in a narrow formation, that means Ziyech and Pulisic would both have to leave. But that would mean that Timo Werner and Lukaku would finally be partners and potentially the two deadliest strike force in the world. Let's see if we can make that happen. Chilwell. Now look, United push a lot of bodies forward. So if we can find an interception, they have no left mid, they have no right wing, a left back, right back. They push them all the way up the field. So all we got to do is get an interception and counter. Mason. Nice pass into Lukaku. Got to slow down for a second. The ball movement here is much better. I got Havertz. He slows down for a second, doesn't go down for a pen. Honestly, I probably should have shot it. I think Havertz needs to fall there and at least try to force a pen. Here's Lukaku. I go to Havertz. Timo holds up, waits. Nice pass into Chilwell. Chilwell with a lot of space, a lot of time. Goes back to Havertz. Havertz turns, shoots. That one gets blocked. Goes back to Chilwell. Lukaku, what a terrible pass from my boy Havertz. We had an opportunity there to really do something and we choked. Sancho, ball whipped in to the keeper. So I'm gonna take a second now to go constant pressure. I don't want to tie this game, bro. If we lose, we lose. I want to win. I'm also gonna bring in Geds. Geds for who? How about Lukaku? Then I got one more substitution left. I don't really know what the substitution is, to be honest with you. I don't really have much more going forward except for Ziyech, but I guess he could play the cam position. And that means I would have to move Havertz back to Jorginho's spot. Very, very dangerous last 15, 20 minutes of this game as I'm sending everything forward. And as I do that, I make a mistake, but we save it. Thank goodness for that. Lukaku. He goes over the top towards Havertz, who's a big guy. I thought he could win it. Nice down to Lukaku. Timo Werner to win it. Timo Werner! Timo Werner. He's done it. Havertz kept it alive. Lukaku knocks it back in. Havertz finds the assist and Timo Werner with a beautiful finish. But now I've pulled out massively important players like Jorginho. Did they actually pull out already? I don't think we've done it. Oh, we got time. The substitutions didn't go through, boys. I'll still keep Geds, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep Jorginho in the game because defensively, we're gonna need a little bit of help. Jorginho, Ziyech, fresh into the game, Ziyech. Still on it. Ziyech still with it. Trying to keep this one alive. Plays it back to Chilwell, he loses out. Not a good place to lose the ball, let's be honest. Gotta find a way to stop this one. Conte slides in, try to stop the attack and couldn't do that. Pressure the young man, pressure the young man, come on. Pogba, Thiago Silva, Mendy holds. 4 minutes, boys, hold. A nice pass outside. I slow down for a second. Trying to keep this play alive. Trying not to give Manchester United a sight of the ball. And I think once we lose it here, it will be a W for Chelsea and our first W of the season. And it will keep us 1 point away from first place, Manchester United. Already we set the tone here in Stamford Bridge. We fight, we come back. Timo Werner and Lukaku were nothing but perfect. Beautifully done from both of these players. Things you love to see. And I don't know why, but I want Paul Pogba here at Chelsea. I know that gonna make you guys sound like, what did this guy just say? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But I don't know, man. I kind of want him. There's a few names on my mind that I'm thinking about because right now I'm not thinking about building Chelsea young. I don't care for that. I don't care about the future. I care about getting them to win the Champions League and win the Premier League right now. Being 3 points behind Liverpool, we gotta go. So, couple players come to mind. Let me show you. First of all, I know how expensive this guy really is. His name is Verratti. He's one of the best center mids in football. And I think to myself, man, if I could put a trio of just great center mids, bang, Jorginho, Conte, Verratti. Boom. Jorginho, Conte, Pogba. Boom. Jorginho, Kante, and Goretzka. Boom. Something fire. The problem is this will leave Mason Mount with not as much playing time, unless we then convert Havertz into a striker, because he can do that. Play Havertz and Timo Werner at striker, and then go ahead and play Mason Mount at cam with Jorginho, Kante, Goretzka, Jorginho, Kante, Pogba, Jorginho, Kante, Verratti. Something this good, something that nice, a nice box-to-box midfielder that brings a lot to the table. That's what's on my mind right now. So if I can make that happen, I know a lot of people will instantly say Jude Bellingham, but I kind of want to, the way I'm looking at this team is, how do we win right now? How do we build a team to get back into first place and win the Champions League? The guys I want are all stupidly overpriced. That's facts. So how do you find a box-to-box midfielder that's going to give you everything you need for not expensive? Renato Sanchez, but we use him too much. Jude Bellingham, but we use him too much. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, Graven, we use him too much. Somebody that's a dope box-to-box that fits what we're looking for, gives us really good options, and allows us to play this 4-1-2-2 narrow, sell Ziyech, sell Pulisic, move on from them, and Timo Werner and Lukaku finally get their time to shine, you know, as a duo. And maybe we sell Lukaku for Havertz to go up top. It's all possibilities. Modric is at Juve. They have Locatelli, who's a defensive mid. There's a lot of guys here that I see maybe could fit what we're doing. You know, you got Weston, who can maybe potentially be a box-to-box for us, but I don't know about that one. Locatelli, more of a center mid, not more of a defensive mid rather than a center mid, but I could move Kante more to a center mid and kind of play that one out like that. I would also not mind to bring in someone like Dybala, but I used him in the Arsenal career mode, so not really looking to use him again. When I head over to AC Milan, which is a job that I nearly took over Chelsea, I'm not going to lie to you, I really wanted this job. I look at this team, they got Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they got a couple players that I could potentially use, but the most important thing is a box-to-box nice midfielder. Now, Kessier's there, also recently joined Barcelona, as you guys know, but a defensive mid is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that high-engine, powered box-to-box that can run up and down all game long, get us what we need done. And a good place to probably look for that might be Atletico Madrid. Now, I say Atletico Madrid because this is a very, very hard-working team. Up and down the field, these guys run. That's what they do. Instantly, I see De Paul, Argentinian, absolute monster when he plays for Argentina, absolute monster when he plays for Atletico Madrid. Up and down the field, consistently running, giving 100% effort, and his price tag is not the worst. Llorente, another one, a very, very, very hard-working guy, up and down the field. I need that mindset right now here at this club. I need someone that's gonna run, and continuously run the entire game. Koke at 29 years old, but then I see my man De Paul at 27 years old and think to myself, this would be a fantastic signing for Chelsea, especially if we're gonna stay in the 4-1-2-2 narrow. You guys in the comments down below, let me know what you think. I do kind of want to stay 4-1-2-2 narrow. Why? We don't have backup wingers outside of Ziyech and Pulisic, so we might as well sell both of them. We have another person that can play cam center mid, Barkley. Okay, we have Soule or Saul still on loan here, and he could play center mid. Kante could play defensive mid. Jorginho could play center mid. You bring in two more box-to-box midfielders. Now you have Mason Mount. Havertz is a backup to Mason Mount. The only thing that we're really lacking is another striker. Now, if we can sell Lukaku when it comes to transfer window, then we sell Lukaku, and with that money, we bring in a striker, a starting striker, and potentially a backup striker as well. We are in a fantastic spot. Liverpool is absolutely cruising, no doubt about it. We win, though, this game, and all of a sudden, we are back just 3 points behind Liverpool, and hopefully we see Liverpool one more time before the winter's done. We see them in a cup game. We do not see them in a champion, actually, we see them on January 2nd. That might be the second round. I'm not sure yet, but that's our opportunity to take first place away. Champions League, we still got to fight, boys. We might not make it out. We might be going to the Europa League. This job is very difficult. I'm not in a good place. I signed Koulibaly because they did that in real life, but the way we're looking right now, it's not looking good, boys. We don't have backups. We don't really know if we can move away from Timo Werner and Lukaku. We're kind of stuck right now because the money and finances won't let us do that. We need box-to-box midfielders. We're going into a brand new formation. We're trying to get players developed into the right stuff. There is a lot to happen. December is going to be a crucial month for this calendar. If we can win December, then make our moves in January, things really look better. But we got to win the Champions League game. Hope Juve wins. We have to beat Watford. We have to beat West Ham. We cannot drop points all of December. You don't want to miss it. This career mode just got juicy. Real Madrid fans, I love that club. I love Real Madrid. I love what they stand for. But the job was too easy, so we moved, and we are officially a part of. Do not take him away. Shut up. Do not pull Sule back. I need him. We're officially here, and we're officially going to make this hard job a W job. Thanks for watching. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.